Ready? You ready to end this?
I, I'm ready.
I'm ready! I wonder if you change your answer from anything else. But you're still sticking with the Harry did.
Maybe his daughter's dead? Yeah, I think he killed his daughter or something like that in a freak accident.
Wait, where are they? Ah. Now there's something. Oh, here it is. The dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon. Alright, here we go. Let's finish this. All that's left is the amusement park. Oh, doesn't this look familiar?
Wait a second.
Lady, I hope you
I love my daddy.
brush with death. Oh, that ferocious dragon. You were almost consumed. Such a hideous beast.
Dad, it's just a painting. It's not real. Stop being silly.
You embarrassing your daughter again.
Embarrassing their children is a parent's birthright.
Yep. Hey, if I'm not embarrassing them, then it's not then I'm not doing my job. Crap.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
Sorry, I think you should be getting it. It should be guaranteed. On like the third one, if I remember right. Fuck. There we go.
Gampa.
Yep, there it is.
Oh.
Eve. Right.
Eva.
Yeah, there's two ways I can go. I can go through here, or I can go through there. I believe I. Oh no, I gotta go the other way. My bad. I gotta go this way.
I remember that first date so clearly.
It was fun. You were a good date.
It was easy to be happy back then.
How about a kiss? For old time's sake?
For old time's sake.
Please remain inside your carriage. This ride has been temporarily halted due to a guest in the tunnel.
That ruined it.
Since when did a little privacy ruin a kiss?
When did privacy ruin a kiss? Basically supposed to.
No, you don't understand. That girl's a freak. She needs an audience.
Yeah, there it is. They're calling Cheryl a freak? Oh no.
I'm sorry. I ruined your ride. I'm sorry if I ruined everything.
It's not ruined. We're just glad you're safe.
Those swans pack a mean peck.
They do?
Yeah, like this.
There's the boat. I think there should be one more thing around here. We're at, where is it? I think it's here. I think it's on this side. No, it's not this side. I'm trying to remember. I believe there should have been something happening. One more thing. Oh well. Let's end this.
Well, we better come up with some coins.
Don't worry, we'll be running into someone. Hi there.
Harry Mason, you're late.
For what?
Your party. I started without you, so you're playing catch up.
What is this place?
It's a boat. It's like a car, but goes on water. We float this baby out to the middle of the lake, and we can do whatever we like. No one to tell us what to do.
I need to get to the lighthouse.
Well, it can do that too. For a price.
My daughter is there. I need to be there.
Harry, always with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I remember when you were a fun-loving guy.
We're talking about my daughter, damn it!
Okay.
Yes.
I'm surprised she knows how to drive a boat.
Yes. Knows how to drive a boat. Now open them legs. Wait, no,
We'll be at
I'm
the
Harry.
lighthouse in about 20 minutes. It's a slow boat.
Okay.
You know what's happening to me.
I know a lot of things.
You don't know the half of it. I've seen you die. I've seen a woman with the same name twice your age. She said she was my wife. Every step I take, Cheryl gets further away.
But now she's at the lighthouse. Nowhere else to go.
Oh!
You, Dahlia.
Ugh.
I already told you. I'm the lay of your life. Your salvation.
Oh, boiling tastes like cough syrup. Ugh.
I taste sweet, don't I?
I much prefer the Hanks. Ugh. Hanks is actually pretty good.
And she's gonna turn into ice.
Yep. This is literally the very last thing.
Yep. I heard of women being frigid, but this is ridiculous.
But okay, you ready? Because there is no hiding, there is no solving. It's just get as far as you can. One straight shot to the lighthouse.
Is he wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
He's wearing the exact same shirt you see in the opening cutscene. If you remember that. Symbolism. Again, it will make sense once we get to the lighthouse.
It's symbolicisms.
We're gonna get one more. We're gonna get one message from Dahlia. Yep.
Harry, come back!
It's too late now.
I need you, Harry.
No, we're not going back. She's obviously evil.
Fine.
And plus, I bet if we go back there, it's gonna be like a horrible ending.
No, if you actually go back there, nothing happens.
Really?
Yep. Oh, there's Sybil. Is this your little... Okay. You ready? Should be getting the last flare in like a second. Nope. That's it. Basically, the whole point is just...
Get off of me, vile temptresses!
I will say we are meant to lose this one. We're meant to. Basically, we just have to try and get as close as we can to the light.
Ah.
No. Yeah, there we go. This is it.
No! Yeah, you're dead.
If you go down, you can... Don't worry, we're gonna find the truth in a bit. Yes. Back. Yeah, you can carry a flare to this if you manage to, like, save it. To basically ensure part of the ending. But it's not needed if you know what. Oh, there's the lighthouse.
I am Andrew Ryan. And I'm here to ask you a question. That would have been like the ultimate twist. Like you play Silent Hill and then all of a sudden it turns into BioShock.
That would be fun. Wouldn't that technically be Fear?
I never played Fear.
I think that fits Fear. And it even has a little girl. Oh, hi, Sybil.
Oh, he's dead. What the fuck?
Stopping me.
I'm not
Also, what-
here to stop you. I didn't have to fish you out of the water, did I?
Stop talking. You can't talk me out of this.
I'm not here to stop you. I pulled your file at the station. I told you that, right? If you're telling the truth, this doesn't make sense. But I think you are telling the truth. I believe you think you're Harry Mason. Hell, I believe you are Harry Mason. But Harry Mason was killed in a car crash 18 years ago. You want answers? I guess they're waiting in there.
That's the lighthouse?
Nothing's quite what you expect, is it? First thing tomorrow, I'm gonna hand in my badge. I don't think I'm cut out for police work. Not in this town.
Oh yeah, definitely not in this town.
Thanks.
All right, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
It's a clinic?
Why is a clinic named after a lighthouse?
No, it's not. No. Okay. It was a lighthouse, but it then became a clinic.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Here's the ending.
Once more onto the breach.
This is going nowhere. I'm spelling it out, but you're not listening. Your troubled school days? How you're conflicted about marriage? Your denial of death? The unfounded guilt? Abnormal sexuality? 18 years of denial. A whole universe of fantasy in that thick skull of yours. A skull teeming with agents of repression. Blind children clutching photos in the dark. Pale freaks goggle-eyed from watching home movies on loop. The term is complicated grief. But it's simple, isn't it? A young girl. Her parents don't get along. She blames herself, as all children do. Then daddy dies. What's a girl to do? Deny that daddy died. Deny who daddy was. What 7-year-old actually knows who their parents are anyway? So she obsesses and obsesses over this fantasy dad propping up her make-believe with scraps of a happy life that never was, scraps of a father who never existed. Wake up! Your dad wasn't a hero. Wasn't your knight in shining armor. He was a human being. You never knew him. And you never will. The dad walking around in your head isn't even a ghost. He never existed. A Frankenstein's monster, a giant
There's your connection to
fantasy.
Prometheus, to the Frankenstein
You're
Prometheus.
alive. Your mother is alive. She's not the monster you make her out to be. You need to live your life. Cheryl.
You've been with me for so long.
I always will be.
Okay. Now, do you know what's going on now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the last cutscene. What? Okay, explain what's going on, and I'll see if I'll try and correct you if you get anything wrong.
Well, apparently they were a pretty normal family. Mom and Dad apparently didn't get along that well, and they stayed together for the daughter. Then 18 years ago, the father got into a car crash and died, and now the entire game was basically her imagining how her father was and casting her mother in the role of like a villain.
Don't film this.
Sort of.
This has nothing to do with
Sort of. That depends on the ending. Like, because there are the three different dynamics is basically either the father, Harry, is a drunk, he's a sleaze, the mother is abusive, or in this specific ending, what you're seeing right now is they basically just fell out of love. They kind of lost the passion for the marriage, and and you're right, they do stay together for Cheryl, but then even that kind of falls apart. Harry does die. In essence, the entire game, the Harry you actually play as is a perfect Frankenstein's machine of Cheryl's perfect idea of who her father was. And the entire point of the story is the entire game literally takes place inside Cheryl's head, as she's experienced the therapy and the perfect interpretation of Harry that you play as is basically the part of Cheryl that is like conflicted, whether she keeps the memory of her dad or she lets go of it. Sybil, the police officer, is supposed to represent the part like to guide Harry, to teach him she has to let go. Yeah. I think it is a good story. Again, it's one of those stories you kind of have to piece together. And I mean, did you like it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I like the fact that this was experimental. Like, I think this was before Amnesia, so this was this was prototype Amnesia.
Hold on, we can look that up.
Yeah, look it up. Right. Shattered Memories came out in 2009. When did Amnesia come out?
Amnesia, The Dark Descent. 2010.
Yeah, so this came out before Amnesia. and I just like the idea that it's like the idea of your basic, like the entire game just being a massive therapy lesson, and Cheryl trying to figure out whether or not to let go of the memory of her father, or to keep the memory of her father, because again, depending on like the choices you make, heavily conflicts on like which end she does, like whether she keeps some or that, like even like the twisted one where she legitimately like has like sexual fantasies of her father. Yeah, that's an actual thing in this game. Yeah. it's a very interest. It's arguably considered one of the weakest Silent Hill games, mainly because like this one is like taking like a very atypical approach to the events of Silent Hill 1. Compared to the rest of the franchise, which is just mainly horror and focused on heavily symbolism, while this one's just focused on the idea like, oh, Harry's looking for his daughter, and it turns out the Harry is basically inside her head.
I would have fleshed it out a bit more, but like for it being experimental, I think the experiment was a success.
Yeah. Hence why this is like a game that gets better if you replay it, because now you're going into each scenario knowing exactly what the whole circumstances behind the entire events are.
I think that's one of the game's greatest weaknesses, is that you can't really appreciate a lot of the symbolism
until you play the second time. Yeah, that is one of the like a thing that. Oh, and there's all the mementos. Cheryl had them. I do remember. We actually missed two of them. There was one of like a guy doll and a woman doll. I completely forgot what those were. But yeah, that's like the weakest part of these types of games is like it does get stronger on on like multiple playthroughs because you understand what's going on. But on that initial playthrough, it's such a weak. The story like I agree with you. The story only really gets good once you get into that second playthrough and you understand what's going on. Like on the first playthrough, it's just so very vague in like kind of a bad way until like the very end where he's like ranting and just basically spelling it out to you.
Yeah, that's one of those things where the game didn't quite strike the balance between holding your hand and letting you figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
So the game didn't really direct you into the direction of any kind of conclusion. Like the idea that Harry was dying, like that was obvious. Like the symbolism there was beating you over the head.
Yeah, but it's supposed to go into the twist that the Harry you've been playing as was basically a simulacrum.
Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest failures, and the second one, and I think that's what I can't appreciate, but I think you can way more appreciate as the one who actually played the game, that the gameplay loop isn't deep enough to warrant like a second playthrough.
Yeah, I would say I agree. Like part of the gameplay loop is just trying to find the right combinations to get the different endings, but each like the appearance of like where the enemies are randomized each time you go through, but that's not deep enough. I can appreciate it because again, this was meant to be a very experimental game. But like compared to like say Amnesia or Soma, which either has deeper. Sorry, what were you going for?
I was saying like if the gameplay was a bit more complex and it focused a bit more on the gameplay, I think the game would have been way better received, because then people would have actually replayed the game and then had engaged with the story again.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Like I was saying, and this is not like the case with like something like Soma. Like the gameplay of Soma wasn't that great, but the story was really good. Like the story as we talked about, like the whole point, like Shattered Memory's biggest strength and biggest weakness is the fact that the story is only really good once you're on repeat playthroughs. But it's like you still have to go through that first initial playthrough of like this just doesn't make sense, which is like part and parcel with Silent Hill. A lot of stuff in Silent Hill doesn't make sense conceptually because the whole thing is symbolism. It's that's why I said, like, oh, do you think this game is as good as Soma? Because if we're being honest, if I had to pick between this and Soma, I pick Soma easily as like the better game.
Definitely.
Better story, probably like not just slightly better gameplay, but you know the story's just that captivating.
Yeah, the main advantage that Soma had in comparison to this game is that Soma was a bit relies way less on its twists, because even if you didn't get the twist, the questions that Soma raises, philosophically speaking, about like what the nature of humanity is and the human experience and stuff like that, that carries the story far beyond.
Yeah,
like,
thematic storytelling.
Yeah. And while this one does have some thematic storytelling, the fact that the twist only happens at the end when you're done with the story means that the entire
narrative banks on how good the twist is. And the twist is good, but I don't think it's good enough to carry the entire narrative of the game.
Not just that, like a lot of the symbolism that we already talked about. The symbolism is good. I'm not denying any of that. But the problem is that the symbolism is too vague to successfully foreshadow the twist, and so basically it doesn't stick with you as a player.
Yeah.
But like, for example, the idea that the foreshadowing for what is the protagonist
Harry Mason
in Soma called?
Oh, I don't remember. Been a while since we played Soma.
Me neither. Anyways, like the foreshadowing that the protagonist is a machine, that he is a memory, that is so heavily foreshadowed that basically you can guess that twist, and even if you haven't guessed it, like the game very early on tells you tells you this twist, and then it develops further from that twist.
Yeah.
So it isn't reliant on that twist at the end, like, oh my god, you were a robot the entire time. Oh my god.
It helps the whole robot thing kind of happen in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not asking that the game reveals its twist.
No.
Through at the middle. That's not what I'm asking. What I would probably say is that the game needs to give like a strong, very strong indication about what the story is. Like, it needs to give like a heavy hint throughout the middle, so that the more vague symbolism can actually hit on the viewer. Like, if you keep throwing vague symbolism on top of vague symbolism with like no skeletal structure to attach it to, it's all a pile of vague stuff that could mean anything.
Yeah.
That's basically what I would want if I would restructure this story.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But yeah, now knowing in hindsight, I like the story.
Yeah. It is a good story. I just do think it does rely a bit too much on the twist.
It's a good twist. I wish that the twist was
better built up. Yeah. Yeah.
I had fun.
I had fun too. Thank you. Thank you everyone for listening to us talk about storytelling and all that, because we do love storytelling. How do you want to end this? And do you want to just probably not? We probably will do Symphony of the Night tomorrow after I get back.
Probably.
After I get back from my family and stuff like that. Okay.
Good night, everybody.